Hey, it is Friday, June 24th, I think, must be. And it has been a week around here with a little special visitor, our friend from the islands, the ukulele. Now, if you haven't seen any of our guest teachers' videos, my buddy Hal Kinnaman, who lives on the island of Kauai, has put together some instructional stuff. And what we had this week here at TG was his solo ukulele exercise series of lessons. What this is 9 parts of lesson, 9 separate parts, including a whole bunch of songs. The one I just played a little of there, called A Ku'u Morning Dew, a little bit of Malagueña, a little more Sor Andantino, and then threw in a 10th episode with a really cool beginning song, the Hana Pepe Waltz. But the whole point of this package is to be able to learn to do more than this. It's to turn it into a solo instrument where you're playing melodies. And later stuff that we have coming up from Hal will even include stuff by Bach and Santana and maybe even jazzy stuff, some bossa nova, Black Orpheus, Over the Rainbow, who knows? All kinds of great lessons. So anyway, if you're interested in our little cousin, the ukulele, be sure to check out what we have this week from Hal. There's a whole package. It's of course all available to the Target members, but it's available independently as a, separate thing. So a lot of stuff from Hal coming up in the near future. And as far as, also there was a really cool, I hope if you had a chance to see it, I had a chance to, to sit down with Hal a few months ago, and we talked a little bit about our history as teachers and things like that. That was on one of our On the Beat episodes. So we also had a lot of little extra things. We had a little Luthier's Corner with Jack Van Breen showing us how to change strings on a difficult thing, an electric guitar with a locking tremolo. It's a little bit more high tech than doing stuff on the guitar. Much easier to change strings on an acoustic guitar. And we also had a little bit of Jack talking about a vintage Ibanez guitar that was kind of cool, and then started a series of him looking at different Martin models. So there's a few episodes of that kind of in the can already, and we'll be talking about different shapes and sizes, the 1 series, the 15 series, the 16 series, and then of course the vintage series and all of their performer guitars. So anyway, keep an eye out for that too. We have some, there's one up now I think, not quite sure yet. Anyway, let's see, we also had, recently there were a couple things going on the forum that I really hope you get a chance to check out. Our buddy Matt B, really want to send out my best wishes to him today, had some surgery yesterday, and a big follow-up to it today. So the Matt B versus Cancer site has some of the latest stuff that's going on with him, and what we really need here there's some great ideas floating around now, and now we just really need some more help for fundraising and things like that for people to need bodies to execute and some of the plans. So really would like everybody to take a look at what's going on with our buddy Matt. So what else has been happening around here? The gaming thing. I hope everybody's kind of figuring out what's going on with the points and stuff. There's the way you can see what's really happening there is on the left-hand side of the menu here of the main menu. There's a button called Achievements, and that's where you can see who's getting points for what and what they're doing and some of the kind of stuff like that that's going on. So I know a lot of people are having fun with that. So I really encourage you to check it out. Our little achievements section and all these cool game kind of things going on. So speaking of the forum, I really got to hand it to the Canadian New Englanders. They started this whole thing. There was a group of 7, I believe, of our Totally Guitars folks who got together a couple of months ago now, I think, and spent a weekend playing guitars. Well, they had a banner made. I think it was Tammy was in charge of the banner, and hung it up while they were playing. And now the banner is starting a world tour, going around to any member who wants it, can have it sent to their house and sign it, and then send it on to the next one. So Mark Lavallee is kind of in charge of that, and really appreciate him getting the ball rolling. Last I heard, the banner was on its way. No, I believe it is in the Netherlands, probably right now. I think we saw it hanging in Willem's attic or his music room. So check that out. This is really cool. And Matt Williams is putting together, we're working on a world map here so we can kind of follow, it's like following Santa on Christmas Eve through North Star. Oh, who were those guys? Anyway, the tracking system that the United States Navy or intelligence or something put together. Obviously none of it got passed down to me. But anyway, so following the banner around the world is really, really going to be, I'm excited by it. I certainly hope it eventually gets here because I want to see the darn thing. And I think it will. I think that's the ultimate plan. But it might take a year for this to happen, or two. It's got a long ways to go. So anyhow, that banner thing is very cool. And what else has been happening? I've been playing some songs. Let me think. I've been playing some piano songs. Probably play a little bit more. Well, anyway, I've been having fun playing the guitar a little bit lately, and I hope everybody else has, because that's why we're here, right? There was one other really cool thing going on this week. Let me make sure I covered everything else I wanted to talk about. Because the recommend a lesson thing, section, I really, really like seeing what goes on there. And you probably know by now that we've had a song that has been leading the voting for a really long time. Ever since Gordon Lightfoot, If You Could Read My Mind. Ever since we knocked off If You Could Read My Mind, Vincent has been topping it. Well, I didn't do a lesson on it like that, but Muriel Anderson did. So not only did we have my lesson on Vincent go up, which is pretty much the way Don played it, Don McLean, of course, who was father of Vincent, of the song. And but when Muriel was here a couple of weeks ago, we had a chance to sit down with her, and she has this fabulous instrumental arrangement based mostly on what the way Chet Atkins played it in a dropped tuning, and all that info is in her lesson too. We're gonna put it out in it's gonna be a drip feed sort of thing. So today we had part one of it, which was her playthrough, which actually happened at the end of the lesson, but figured you want to hear that first, and then we get into the first section, basically the verse. So the music to that, if you want the music, you gotta get it at Muriel's site, because we really appreciate everything she's done for us and stuff. So you can pick it up at murielanderson.com, and we have a few other things from Muriel coming out in the near future. We have a little bit more of some of her performances and things like that. So anyway, that was the big Target news this week. Was we finally got to Vincent, and now who knows what just might be around the corner. Need a capo for that, but it might. I wouldn't count on it just yet, though. So got a lot of cool songs, and getting back to our little friend. Don't forget, a lot of these on the way very soon. So good time to pick it up and start working on some of the instrumental stuff that Hal Kinnaman has given us, because we're going to have a whole series of those coming out over the next, who knows how long. Could last up until Christmas. We'll see. So anyway, that is it for today. I think this is the last update for June. Yes, because next week, I think so. That's right. It will be July next time I come back and see you. July 1st. Oh, I hope I make it. I will be on my way to Colorado. So the news might be a little strange next week. We'll see. It might come out on the 4th of July. That's it. Talk to you soon.